In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you details of two stocks which I think have got much better potential than OSCR, Oscar Health. The Oscar Health was also a stock that was featured previously on one of our videos, and we're also going to be looking at an update for 2 days of position close only trading for MMTLP just announced shortly. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, we can see from Yahoo Finance, the stock market, Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq are all jumping as Trump is seeking to save the fragile Israel-Iran ceasefire. So it's still a little bit precarious, but I do think it will hold. And from Fox Business, we can see again markets are celebrating Trump's enormous Iran victory. So this is good news. However, oil was down at time of editing, down over 4.6%. So overall, that is good for the market. And from the Fed, we can see here the Fed Chairman Powell has stated the US economy is in a solid position. So I think the key concern is tariffs, and obviously that could lead to price hikes, but I think he's basically saying it looks like inflation could be getting under control. So in terms of earnings this week, big week for earnings. We had Carnival, which was a good beat earlier today. FedEx is one we're going to have after hours, and the one we're going to be looking at in particular include Nike Thursday, and the one I'm especially focusing on is Micron tomorrow after market close. So in terms of what we can expect from Micron, I think we're looking at potential consensus earnings estimate of $1.61 per share on revenue of $8.81 billion, and that represents a 29.3% year-on-year revenue growth, which is exceptionally good. And also shared live in our Discord was news with regard to HIMS. I think that was down well in excess of 20%, and this was in terms of a termination of the collaboration with Novo Nordisk. So again, one of those examples where you do need to trade with care. Before we get started, I'd like to take 1 minute of your time to share details of the Trading Secrets Discord. This includes daily stock alerts shared in the pre-market, the weekly watches shared prior to trading on the Monday, the $1 Million Challenge, and much more. So we also have had some tremendous calls in the weekly watch list, as well as a daily stock alerts, and these include LEAES up over 152% on the week, DOMH up over 210% on the week, IGTI up over 77% on the week, and many more. We have a new channel called Top Ranked Stocks DD, and this includes PDF reports which you can download and use for research and due diligence. Obviously you can join us in live trading chat as well. We've just had a $2,000 Discord update which includes breaking news for stocks, including bio stocks, earnings, analyst ratings, Reddit news, why the stock is moving, and much more. And as well as that, you can join us in the famous $1 Million Challenge, where we look at compound return investing and 201 trades. And just a reminder of the power of compounding. If you have 1 cent, you double that for 30 days, you would have over $5 million, but we are using a strategy of just a 3.5% return. Let's now look at details of the two stocks which I think have got better potential than OSCR. The first one is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel, ticker symbol LGCY, also known as Legacy Education. So let's have a quick reminder in terms of the overall profile. So this is a company that provides education services to students, high school graduates, working parents in the United States, offering degree programs, vocational nursing, and much more. So in terms of the key news, we can see here, in terms of the earnings, we can obviously see that was on May the 16th, and that was a significant beat. And they also achieved record Q3 revenue with a 50% growth, surpassing expectations. So great profile there for Legacy. If we have a look at the chart for the previous month, we can see up over 26%, and in the previous days of trading, it was trading up over 3.89% at $11.48. But if we have a look at the chart for the year to date, beating the S&P 500 quite considerably, up over 37.98%, and I think at one point where there was a good chance to get this around about the $6 mark earlier this year. So I think the potential now is much better. Let's now have a look at the second stock I'd like to share with you, which I think has got huge potential, also shared live in the Discord. Is ticker symbol PPIH, also known as Perma Pipe International Holdings. So this is a company together with its subsidiaries, designs, engineers, manufactures and sells piping and leak detection systems in the US, Canada, Middle East, North Africa, Europe, Asia, across the world, and it offers insulated and jacketed district heating and cooling piping systems for energy distribution. So they announced the first quarter fiscal 2025 financial results. Again, a significant beat there, and the company in terms of the sector, it's in the sector of building products and equipment, trading under the symbol PPIH. So let's see, have a look at why I'm bullish on this. So of the previous month, it is up an exceptional 72.87%. Previous day's trading up over 13.7% at $23.55. So if we have a look at the chart for the previous year, for the current year to date, up over 57%. So again, exceptionally well there. And early April, you could have caught this close to the $8 mark. So more than 100% return there from that. So again, keep an eye out on ticker symbol PPIH. Let's have a look at MMTLP, and the first update is a legal update from Scott, and this is Scott versus Gary Gensler, the ex-chair of the SEC in the United States District Court for the District of Vermont, and this is his first amended petition, and this is a request for the production of documents relating to MMTLP, TRCH, metamaterials, and everything regarding the MMTLP fiasco. So what Scott has stated is he's looking at the blue sheets, the cat trails, and emails with regard to MMTLP with FINRA and the SEC, as well as much more, and he needs to prove to the judge that the true share count would demonstrate by the weight of evidence that the fraud had occurred. And I think the FOIA request did demonstrate there was suspicion of fraud by them, FINRA themselves, and he needs to go and get out for the 2 days of trading back so the shorts can close out their position. So that's an important request there. But what we can see in terms of the following image shared by Scott here on the request on the left is the first request is for production number 1, and this is all documents included but not limited to emails and any of the attachments or files, including with the emails sent or received by FINRA. Sam Draddy, who was the vice president at the time during the relevant period, and the second production request is for all sterilized electronic blue sheets regarding information and data for MMTLP. So let's see how that progresses. So that's the latest update. The next shout out is to Squatch, who's tagged in, and AG Andrew Bailey and the Attorney General, and he's done an AI search on this, and he stated we need the share count. And in terms of his AI search, he states here, can the Attorney General subpoena the share count for MMTLP for the 105 broker dealers? And the answer, according to AI, is yes, this can happen where the state or federal generally and has the authority to issue subpoenas to broker dealers to obtain information such as share counts for a security like MMTLP, providing the subpoena is issued as part of a legitimate investigation within their jurisdiction. And here's a great breakdown of the key points. So it looks like that is a possibility according to Swatch. And another post that I'd like to share with you from Curtis is with regard to MMTLP tagging in President Trump, and he states here you could take Trump's viral quote with regard to Israel and Iran this morning and apply it to our situation, and instead of applying it to Israel and Iran, let's have it applied to the two regulators, FINRA and the SEC, that have been fighting transparency for so long and so hard they don't know what the F they are doing. So a good quote there. And finally, let's finish off by sharing with you a quick review of the previous week's weekly watch list, where we had some good calls, and this was a week where obviously the situation across the world was quite tense, so the focus was on some fairly safer stocks. So these included BHC, that was up over 8.3%, MXC up over 6.1%, SATS, that was up over 3.4%, XOM up over 2.8% on the week, NEM, one of the gold stocks that we watch, up over 2.3%, and many more. I think the markets now are certainly more stable, and if you would like to get a copy of our daily stock alerts as well as a weekly watch list, and join us in the Discord, where we share much more information with regard to due diligence and information in terms of insider buys. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.